Hello everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome to a very important Let's Play of mine. Welcome to, well, what was my favorite game of all time, all the way up until 2022, when a certain video game came out that, changed my life. But before that game came out, there was another game that completely changed my life. And that is Xenoblade Chronicles. This is a very important game to me. It's a game that came out during a very stressful part of my life. And I will be sharing those experiences this entire way through. I would like to preface, before we begin, this is not going to be a 100% playthrough, because I am not a masochist. I will be trying to show off as much of this game as I can, and I'm just going to have fun with it. If you are someone who wants to see a 100% playthrough of this game, go watch Chugga Conroy. This playthrough will be an entertaining one. I will be trying my best to entertain you and inform you on one of my favorite games of all time. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love this playthrough so much. I would start the game now, but I want you to just see how gorgeous this title screen is. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's so good. Xenoblade Chronicles is such a beautiful game. It means so much to me, and I really hope that this playthrough will encourage at least some of you to play through it. And if you started playing it and you didn't finish it, hopefully this playthrough will encourage you to pick it back up and play through it, because this game means a lot to me. It really does. And yes, for those of you who are curious, we will be playing through the DLC campaign, Future Connected, once we are finished through the main story. Don't you worry, we will be playing through it. So with that said, let's not waste any more time. Let us jump into, I guess I can say it, my second favorite game of all time, Xenoblade Chronicles. This is gonna be so much fun.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon.
Retreat! Retreat! Ah! Ah! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Invention's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Dumban, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What? Ah!
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two. We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving.
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching.
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah. Ha. What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Alright! Already getting into some gameplay, and can I just say how amazing of an opening this is? God, Xenoblade games have the best openings ever! Oh, it's so good! Alright, Battle Introduction 1. Press L or R to lock onto an enemy. Tap an enemy to display the battle palette. Select the fight icon and press A to start the battle. Once you've logged onto an enemy, press A to initiate a fight. Getting close to them will initiate an auto attack. Don't need to press any buttons, just get close to the enemy and you will start attacking. Once you start auto attacking, that'll fill up your arts. Select arts with left and right and press A to confirm. You can now use an art in the following circumstances: if you're out of range or if the conditions are not met. Some arts will require you to do certain things in order to actually initiate the ability to use them, and sometimes you're just too far away. So in this instance, we have Monado Enchant and Monado Buster. Monado Enchant allows party members to attack Mechon, as Mechon are impervious to all weapons except for the Monado. Monado Buster just does a lot of damage. You know what? I'll let the other two fight. You guys can have some fun. Oh, did I just say you two are gonna have some fun? Well, guess what? I lied! Because I'm gonna use Monado Buster! Yeah! I love it. God, this beginning makes you feel so powerful with the Monado. Now, unfortunately, since the last fight is over, that means whatever buffs that we gave our party members are now gone. Which means if I want them to fight, gotta reuse Monado Enchant. Kinda sucks, but whatever. Not a big deal. But seriously, again, I cannot reiterate how much this opening is so good. Again, this is the tutorial. This is how the game is teaching us how to play it. And it's just so badass. We're in the middle of a freaking war. It's so cool. Seriously. honestly, there are so many parts to Xenoblade that it's just like, you know, at this point, I knew I was gonna love this game. And right off the bat, within the first part of gameplay, I can already say this is one of the points where I knew I was gonna love this game. And who the hell keeps missing? Who is missing? Whatever, it doesn't matter. You're dead. You're done!
You gotta be kidding!
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dixon, Munka, let's do this.
Dumban! I ain't going down that easily. Dumban! You alright?
What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Mumka, what are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mumka, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dumban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dumban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine! Oh no, please! No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
Just saying. Dunban is so fucking hot! I love him! Don't tell my boyfriend I said that.
A Mechon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69!
Nice.
Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shulk! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
You thought Dunban was gonna be the main character of this game? Nope, he was just the appetizer. The main dish are these two. Wow, I just insinuated that these two are hotter than Dunban. That's not what I meant. No one will be hotter than Dunban. Don't tell my boyfriend I said that. When the HP gauge is depleted, the character will be incapacitated. This is a JRPG. Your HP is important. Please pay attention to it. If the enemy's HP is depleted, they'll die. That's the goal of the combat. Just like before, auto attacks. Use left and right to initiate arts. Shulk's arts are backslash and light heal. You can also select who is healed because again, this is a JRPG. So, one of the things you're gonna want to use or not. Okay, never mind. Game, I want to show how much I played Xenoblade Chronicles and you're gonna do things for me. You cannot use the same art repeatedly. Once you perform an art, you need to wait for it to recharge. There will be a cooldown for every single art. Some arts will be recharged based on the amount of auto attacks you use. Some are on a timer. Backslash is on a timer. Backslash, as the name implies, or if you've played Super Smash Brothers, like 90% of the population who knows who Shulk is, does more damage if you hit your opponent from the back. Shulk's talent gauge, well actually every character's talent gauge does something different. Shulk's talent art is Turn Strike. Upon defeating an enemy, you will get a chest. It has an item or two. You never know. It could have many different things. Whenever you have a fight that has a green ring surrounding the enemy, that means you cannot progress unless you defeat the enemy. So in this instance, we're gonna kill you! Be aware of aggro during a battle. Aggro is a measure of a monster's feelings of animosity towards each party member. The more damage that a monster takes from a party member, the greater the aggro towards the member. If a member of the party becomes the target of a monster's wrath, an aggro ring will appear around them. Shulk's backslash deals more damage if he attacks. Yeah, thank you, game. I literally said that. Yes, bonus effects. One of the cool things, so I'm sure this is not uncommon knowledge, but Xenoblade Chronicles originally came on the Wii. I am playing the Switch port. The Switch port is technically a remaster. Well, remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it. It's got some extra bells and whistles. One of the extra bells and whistles is it will tell you when your positioning is right to get that art bonus. That is not something that the original did. You kind of just had to guess.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony is going to be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
Follow the dotted path to advance the story. So on your mini-map, okay, thank you. Yes, the aim, I know how to move the camera. Okay, yes, thank you. I know how to save my progress. Yeah, okay, auto-saving is a thing. Tutorials! We're actually going to be taking a look at the tutorials in this game because, well, yeah, I could easily just explain everything. I think the tutorial system is actually really cool in this game. I genuinely do. So we're going to take a little bit of time to look at it. Controls, You don't need to, yeah, okay, cool. You don't need to look at that. Battle tactics. I actually want to take some time to take a look at the battle tactics whenever these show up, because they actually have some fun information that I feel like most people gloss over. Shulk's talent art is Turn Strike. My talent art is Turn Strike. It deals a lot of damage and can inflict break on the enemy. We'll go over what that means in a little bit. The talent gauge fills up when I auto attack, so it's vital to auto attack and not just use arts all the time. It's funny Shulk brings this up. I'm going to be talking about this a lot because I actually did use this with my as my practice playthrough. So I very, very recently went through all of Xenoblade Chronicles with my boyfriend, T-Shaw, aka Tate. That was something that I constantly had to tell him all the time because he would forget. He would just spam arts and I'd have to be like, hey, you need to use your talent art. You're not going to fill up your talent gauge unless you use auto attacks. So it's nice that the tutorial actually talks about that. I let Ryan bear the brunt of the attacks. He can take a lot more knocks on the head than I can. Yeah, leave it to me. I distract the monsters and draw the aggro while you do damage with backslash. Don't let me down. So this is one of the reasons why I actually want to go over the battle tactics. You get fun little dialogue between the characters, but they also explain how they function. So this is a great way of the game telling you that Shulk's a glass cannon and Ryan is a tank. You want Ryan to take the aggro while Shulk does a lot of damage without relatively being seen by the enemy. When Ryan's feeling the heat a bit, I can use Light Heal to help him get back in the game. Thanks, Shulk, but make sure you don't draw too much aggro yourself. Sometimes you just want to lay off the odds for a while. So with that, let's move on to Ryan. Ryan's talent art. My talent art is Mad Taunt. It provokes monsters to attack me, drawing their aggro. It distracts them from the others so they don't get attacked. The talent gauge fills up when I auto attack. My job is to protect Shulk. I let my talent gauge fill up and use Mad Taunt to draw aggro. Pretty nifty, right? The talent gauge fills up when you use Bone Upper too. Pretty useful when you need Mad Taunt. If a monster is suffering from break, I can use Wild Down to topple it. Good or what? We'll go over what this means in a little bit. Yeah, I'll break them with Turn Strikes, then you topple them with Wild Down. And hey, look at that. We're about to go into Break Topple. Attack an enemy with a break art to inflict break. Attack an enemy suffering break with a topple art to inflict topple. An enemy will not be able to attack or move while suffering topple. Attack an enemy suffering topple with a daze art to inflict daze. The enemy will still not be able to attack or move. Also, its aggro will not increase. This is a chance for characters with lower defense to deal damage. You will learn daze arts as you progress through the game. So that's the game telling you you don't have a daze art right now. Also, yes, game, I know how to use the camera. Notification icons. You will have these red little dots. Don't worry, they will get annoying very quickly. Equipment. Wait, what tutorial am I missing? Oh, casual mode. Don't worry about it. We're not using casual mode. What are we, casuals? We are not casuals. Alright. So, most people would definitely tell you that, hey, it's not worth it to fight these enemies over here. And while normally I would agree, I kind of want to show off break and topple. So we're going to use Turn Strike to inflict break. Ryan is then going to inflict topple. This makes it so that the enemy cannot harm you whatsoever. As the tutorial also told us, you will not draw aggro whenever you are, once you've toppled an enemy. So if you got a character like Shulk, you may want to lay off on super high attacking moves until your enemy is toppled. Then go wild. Collectibles! These little blue orbs are known as item orbs. They will be all over the place, and you can use these items to fill up your Collectopedia. Yes, we will be completing the Collectopedia for every area. I will be taking the time to do that. Also, achievements! One is never enough. We're gonna go over achievements as time goes on, but I will be honest, I will not be paying attention to them too much. Just gonna let you know. Because, oh boy, achievements are a thing. I'll be honest, I'm not really much of an achievement hunter. IRL, I don't really care. Also, don't mind me, just gonna fight enemies. Usually, it's not really worth it to fight enemies that are a certain level below you. So, like, if you got an enemy that's 1 or 2 levels below you, sure, it's fine, but if it's too low level, I wouldn't worry about it. You'll actually know when it's worth it to fight an enemy because their character portrait, or not character portrait, name up on the top of the screen, the color of the border actually does indicate how strong an enemy is. So if it's brown like it is now, that means the enemy is on par with you. If the border is blue, that means the enemy is weaker than you. You'll have an easy time. Yellow means it's a bit stronger than you. You'll struggle, but you'll do good. Red means don't fight it. And black means don't fight it. It's not worth it.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
Welcome to Colony 9. We can visit shops. We can buy things. We can sell things. We can accept quests. Don't worry, we will be doing most of the quests. I say most because, well, branching paths are a thing in side quests. And I am not about to do multiple playthroughs of this game in order to show off every single side quest. I will be showing off as much as I can for one playthrough. We can also trade with NPCs. Trading and quests are good. They will help you. Ooh, we learned a new art. Anyways, Dorothy, hi. Nothing to report. How do I sound? Like I was being alert and cool at the same time? I'm not just standing here to look pretty, you know. I'm helping out. Not like my brother. He never does anything worthwhile. Talk to characters to complete the affinity chart. You will be going through the affinity chart a lot because... Real talk, I don't like the affinity chart. In any Xenoblade game, it's annoying. But hey, look at that, new tutorials! Affinity chart. Develop affinity by talking to people. If you are talking to a named person and someone else who has already registered on the affinity chart comes up in the conversation, these two people will be linked. As the number of people in the affinity chart increases, try going back and talking to people you have met before. Change people's affinity by completing quests. Completing a quest properly may improve the relationship between two characters who don't get on well. Expanding and improving the affinity chart is not necessary to complete the game, but it's fun to aim for the bonuses it provides and to observe the changing relationships amongst the people of the world. You can also check your affiliation list, which you will a lot. You can also track characters. You will also be using this a lot, especially if you're going to be taking advantage of trading like I will. Is there anything else? Quests! Accepting quests! Any quest that you will be unable to complete once the story progresses too far will be accompanied by a stopwatch icon. Try to complete quests with a stopwatch as soon as possible. Quests will sometimes not appear unless you have the right reputation with a area, also known as area affinity. Wait, oh, what? Hold on. Oh, no. Quest tutorial. Yes, you can accept quests. Quests are a thing. Did I actually? Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Anyways, Dorothy, I want to trade with you. So, the way trading works is this. You can only trade if you hand over an item that is worth more money than the one you want to trade. Select an item you don't mind parting with and agree to trade. Hand over a really valuable item and you might get some kind of bonus. So the way the trading works is this. Every character will have specific items that they can trade with, or they can trade with you. In order to trade, you need to give an item that is either the same value of the item you want or more. If you give at least double the value of an item, there is a chance you can get an overtrade item. You want to try to do that as much as possible, especially because there are some items you can only get through overtrading. Also, if you don't want to deal with dealing with Dealing with RNGesus on the item orbs. You may want to trade.
Look at this.
I will just warn you right now. Any character that is named, talk to them. And talk to them frequently. As the game says, revisit areas. Come back every now and then. Talk to them and... I just now realized I could see you in the house. I never noticed that. Hello, character. We will see eventually. I actually never noticed that. You can see her in the house. I am such a peeping Tom. That is so weird. Anyways, back behind Dunban's house, you can find a wedding ring. We may need that at some point. You never know. But yes, any named NPC you see, talk to them. Talk to them frequently. Also, landmarks. Landmarks are important.
Hi there.
They are your fast travel points. My good-for-nothing son broke something very dear to me. It was all I had left to remember my husband, and now it's gone. Passed away a mere year ago. He was such a spoiled little boy. Damn, that's crazy. Alright. If you ever see an NPC that doesn't have a name, so like this one, Colony 9 Resident, if they have a side quest, these are typically your fetch quests. I'm gonna be honest, not gonna bother reading their dialogue because these are your typical run-of-the-mill, like, go collect a thing for me. Go kill a thing for me. Those typical quests.
Hey.
One other thing that I did want to mention that is good to keep track of, up on your mini-map on the top right, if you see those green little dots, that usually means that that little green dot means it's a named NPC. You want to talk to them.
Hello.
Colony 9 Resident! I don't care what you have to say! Kill a thing! Cool! Oh, that's it. Oh. Yet usually named NPCs will have, not named NPCs will have multiple quests, so keep that in mind. This NPC right here, they are named. They also have a side quest. I am not going to accept her side quest because of one thing in particular. Named NPCs that have side quests typically have unique dialogue depending on who is in your party. I will be making sure to show off that unique dialogue as much as I can.
Well?
So, if it seems like I'm skipping certain quests, that's usually why. Usually it is because that NPC has unique dialogue with a character we don't have. It has her name engraved on it. I can't buy another one. Just hope someone can fix it for me. I wonder if that's going to be a side quest at some point in the game. Cool! Gemman, listen here a bit. Hello there, youngin'. I got something that might interest you. Rather, something to tell you. It's about this here furnace. When creatures die, they leave ether crystals behind. Everyone knows that, don't they? Ether particles in the body are... Oops, that stuff's too complicated. Just remember that creatures drop ether crystals when they die. But I haven't got the best part yet. Ready? Don't be shocked. This furnace compresses ether crystals and removes impurities. You use it to make ether gems. What? No reaction? Kids these days, you don't know how amazing this thing is. You can use the furnace to make ether gems. They've got the power of ether crystals, but highly condensed. Those ether gems can give you all sorts of powers. They're great for use in the home or by the defense force. Just put them in weapons or armor with slots. What? That's not much for reaction. Never mind. Probably be quicker for you to try it. If you want to give it a try, just put gems in your weapon slots. That weapon of yours will do fine. And just for talking to him, we get 2 really good gems. You can put gems on your equipment to make them stronger. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh wow, we already have gem slots. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know. So yeah, certain equipment will have gem slots. They let you put gems in them. So for this, we have HP up 2, which increases our maximum HP by 12%, and strength up, increases our strength by 20. Yeah, let's put those on. Why not? That hits the slot. Oh god, a pun. Yeah, we'll be returning to that often. Because gems are really good. They're really good. Like, I'm serious. They're super good. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna walk around a little bit, talk to as many NPCs as I can on our way to our destination, which, if you don't want to know where you are supposed to go, if you hit ZR, you can actually switch between story progression or side quests. If you want to look at your side quests, just right here by pressing down on the D-pad. Whatever you have active will show up on your mini-map as a little dotted line. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like the dotted line a bit more than what the original game did, because the original had like a little 3D arrow that would point you in the direction that you need to go, and even future Xenoblade games have a destination marker that I'll admit I don't really like. I think Xenoblade Definitive Edition did it the best in terms of just having that little dotted line on the mini-map. When Ron lifts me up, I can see really far into the distance. I love it when he bounces me up and down on his shoulders. Oh wait, are you? Side quest? Oh, side quest. Named NPC, you are not. Bang teeth. Collect items. Cute. Oh, actually, duh. I can't check it yet. Oops. But what I can do is I can fill in the Collectopedia. I'll be honest. It's actually funny. Again, I'm probably going to talk about this a lot because it's very fresh in my mind. Like I said before, my boyfriend and I recently played through all of Xenoblade Chronicles. In fact, as of this recording, the day I'm recording this video, we actually beat the game yesterday. So this game is still very fresh in my mind. My boyfriend was absolutely obsessed with the Collectopedia. Like, every second, he was like, oh, check the Collectopedia, check the Collectopedia. So I just have gotten in the habit of just checking the Collectopedia any chance I can. It's absolutely crazy.
Well?
You don't have a name, which means I'm okay talking to you. That sounds horrible, but don't worry about it.
Well?
What do you have? Collect items. You notice you're going to be getting a lot of these side quests. They show up pretty frequently. Not a bad thing though. A lot of them are really good experience. Also, if you noticed, there was a little exclamation point back there. That means that is the thing we need to get for a quest that we haven't set to active. Because what we can do is if we press down the D-pad, if we select a quest and press R, that will set that quest as active. Meaning, if you pull up the map with Y, blue exclamation points are things we need to do for the quest that we have set to currently active. Red exclamation points mean that's a thing we need to do for a quest that's not set as active. Just figured I'd show that off. I'm gonna turn you off. But anyways, collect this item, and we have already completed a side quest. And for that, we get 1,000 gold and 50 experience. Yeah, one of the things that I really like about this game... Alright, problem solved. One of the things I really like about this game is a lot of the fetch quests don't waste your time. If it's a fetch quest, typically what'll happen is you'll collect the thing you need for the quest and just be done. I really like that. I don't like it when RPGs are like, hey, go do a fetch quest, and then you collect the thing and they're like, hey, go bring that thing to the person that wants it, because do it. And then you just get some flavor text and it's like, alright, you're done, I guess. One game that I played very recently, it wasn't an RPG, but one game I played very recently that did that was One Piece World Seeker. And like the flavor text was good. I liked it. I actually really liked the flavor text of that game. Didn't make the side quest worth it.
I can feel the power.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I just now realized something. So, I noticed there were a bunch of green dots over here. But if you notice, now that we're over here, those green dots aren't here anymore. That is because NPCs have a schedule. So you're going to want to pay attention to that, as you'll want to keep track of it. Because these NPCs won't be here unless you follow their schedule.
Hello?
Keep track of that. It is important. If you ever want to know what a NPC's schedule is, once you have talked to them and added them to the affinity chart, what you can do is go to the affinity chart, go to that area, press A, and every single character will have their schedules. It's really nice. Now, one thing that I have failed to talk about up until now, every single time I accept a quest during this Let's Play, I will be putting all this information on screen for you to easily look at. Because while yes, you could easily just look at this information in the game, it's definitely good to have this information, you know, readily on screen in case you don't want to look at it in the actual game. Or maybe if you're not watching or you're not playing the game alongside my playthrough, I don't know. I just figured it'd be nice to show that information on screen. I literally just talked to you and you didn't give me the quest. Now I gotta talk to you again to get the quest. Maybe you can help. Do you know a way I can get my son to like studying? Could you go into more detail? It's terrible. He just spends all his time playing and never studies. Oh, so he's a child. It won't be long before he's falling behind at school. I know. How about using sweets as a reward? That should work. He just needs an incentive. Do you think you could bring some black nectar for me? That should do the trick. It's important to aim for something. What if you think it'll work? You know about studying. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm just gonna say it now. You should let kids be kids, lady. God, my parents are like that too. Just being like, just don't be a child. Just focus on studying. Focus on school. Look where that left me. I make videos about video games on the internet. Now if you notice, there are actually some quests back there that I skipped. Doing that intentionally. Why? Well, you know, I don't need to. I can't accept them yet because, you know, special dialogue. Also, by pressing Y on the controller, these little icons, they are your fast travel points. You want to find as many as possible because for finding every landmark and every location in the map, that'll actually automatically fill in the entire map for you. Yes, we will be filling in every map in the game. We will be doing that. Also, I just want to share this fun little detail because I find it hilarious. During my boyfriend and I's playthrough of this game, my boyfriend Tate brought up that the landmark icon, it's supposed to be like a monolith or something like that. It looks like a butt plug! And ever since he said that, I cannot unsee it. The landmarks are just butt plugs! Thanks, game. Thanks.
You idiots! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the Force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered. But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine. They win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then. Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve!
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers!
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
Can I just say how much I love Colonel Vanguard? Easily said one of my favorite characters in this game because he's so funny. I love him. I mean, you know, Abuse isn't funny, but Vanguard's funny. Which actually, that leads to something that I want to talk about in pertaining to Colonel Vanguard. In the Xeno series, and no, I'm not just talking Xenoblade, the entire Xeno series, there is a character that will always be named Vandam. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that have to do with Vanguard? Well, Vanguard is the Vandam of Xenoblade 1. This is actually a joke amongst the Xeno series that was not caught on by the original localization team, which is why Vanguard is named Vanguard and not Vandam. And I really want to preface this. This is a joke amongst the entire Xeno series. That is Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade. Every Xenoblade game has a Vandam. Every other Xeno game has a Vandam.
Who's this?
If you played a Xeno game, there is Vandam. Also, one fun little detail that I'd like to share. At this point in the game, and only this point, you can see Ryan doing push-ups and doing his military drills behind this fence. If you progress through the story past this point, you will not be able to see that anymore. Evil Rangrot, Tefra Hill. Oh, I know. Okay, I know that. I'm specifically pointing that out because I have a fun story with that enemy. Once we get to them, we'll get to it eventually. Don't worry about it. Alright, last thing that I want to do for today. I want to accept this side quest over here. Nothing important. Just a random side quest. Oh wow, we've already collected one of the items. Look at that. And last thing I will do. Let's check our Collectopedia one more time. And nothing. Well anyways, that's it for now. I genuinely hope you guys are as excited for this Let's Play as I am, because this Let's Play has been so many years in the making. I have been wanting to Let's Play Xenoblade for so long. You have no idea how excited I am for this Let's Play. I'm so hyped. I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're gonna continue the plot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch some very, very muscular men do some push-ups in the hot, hot sun. And no, I will not allow you to judge me. I will see you guys later. Goodbye!